up, y'all? Welcome back to another week of Therapeutic Talks, where today we're talking about the unwritten rules that we grew up with. We got two kind of special guests here today. How about y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Rellz.
Speed. We gotta stop with this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like the way he disrespecting me.
We gotta stop with this kinder than the smirk.
Everything all right?
Yeah, bro. I just was
First
confused.
time on the show in 6 months. This how I'm
Chad,
treated.
he put on the chain for the first time and started acting different.
Nah, bro.
That's Cuban? That's not Cuban?
Man's bring out the crispy ones and start
dress
acting
for less.
different.
Something for Ross.
Crispy ones
That's
and
too
acting
expensive to be from Rellz, bro. I don't know.
To start the show, I want to ask y'all, what's an unwritten rule that you guys grew up with that kind of shaped how you express yourself now?
I'll let you go first, bro.
An unwritten rule that I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Something that you figured was like a no-go from the jump that your parents didn't automatically tell you. They kind of shapes you to who you are and how you express yourself now.
To limit yourself on how much you do express yourself. In a way, only because I picked that up just from how my parents, and not even just my parents, some of my family members are in general.
Mm-hmm.
I just picked up like there's only certain things that they express, certain things that they say, and there's just a limit to what they give out information wise.
Okay.
So I just kind of picked that up, and that's kind of how I am. Like there's only so much I give certain people. Certain people get almost everything. Some people get this. Some people is just
Good man.
Okay.
Honestly, bro, I would say I think everybody's taught when you're growing up to respect your elders, bro. I only really show respect to people that show respect to me.
That's fair.
Because I've ran into a lot of elders in my life that can be kind of condescending and disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
But I only respect you in a way that, you would be like, oh, okay, hey, Terrell, like, I respect you in everything that you do. If you turn around and you show me disrespect, I'm going to show you disrespect. I don't really give a fuck how old you are. I don't give a fuck who you are, what your relationship is to me. That's just me. That's just my mindset. It takes respect to get respect.
I hate when you're taught that, and then when you act on it, and then your parents see it, and then your parents try to correct it. It is like, I kind of picked it up from you, so why is you trying to sit here and like
exactly my
trying to
point.
fix me?
Because
if you couldn't even do it from the jump, that's something you ain't really, you know what I'm saying?
You see, so like if you got a auntie or something like that, and they tried to embed that in you when you were younger, and then you see an elderly person talk to them any kind of way, and who the fuck you talking to?
Yeah.
Is that showing respect?
Mm-hmm.
No, now you mad in the moment. Now you disrespecting your elders now. So I'm saying you gotta practice what you preach. You know what I'm saying? That's just one. It's just one unwritten rule, bro. It's just like always show respect to everybody if that's how you want to be treated. You want to be treated with respect, give me my respect.
Yeah.
Okay,
so did your family ever teach you guys that certain parts of you were not enough or too much?
No.
I feel like my parents just...
Not just parents though, because it's family members that's like, that act real weird.
To
And
be honest with you, I barely took half my family members serious growing up. Like, I only really listened to a select few people. A lot of them, they'd tell me things, and I'm just, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So it was, I don't know.
I'm really the oldest in my generation, so it's not you got me fucked up.
I'm sorry, bro.
Don't feel bad. I am too.
You know what I'm saying? He's tweaking, bro. Man, I really lead this generation. It's a big ass generation, boy. When I really think about it, you know what I'm saying. But no, I never really. Also, too, I don't really value other people's opinions that much. There's nobody's opinion that's valued more than mine and God's. So I mean,
1,000.
I personally, if you sit up here and you tell me, hey, I'm too full of myself, I'm going to catch that for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know the difference between right and the difference between wrong. Or I go ask somebody, hey, do you feel like I was wrong in this situation? How can I correct myself? How can I do better? How can I make the necessary steps to further align myself with being better and not make those same mistakes in the future? You know what I mean? Like I just don't. I don't value people's opinion that much, at least not at this point in my life.
Yeah, I never valued people's opinion either.
Yeah. Okay.
You know me, I never gave a fuck. So
Yeah, I
Facts.
mean that's the only way to live, really, bro. Brother,
Nah, bro. Honestly, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that live based off of other people's opinions, and their
trust
perceptions.
me,
of them.
we know a handful of people that
Yeah,
way.
and I know a lot of people like that, bro. And I think that
Go ahead.
the world would be
DMs
a
if you
better
feel like
place
it's
if
about
you learn, if everybody learn how to only care about what you think about yourself. You work when you get up every single day. If you sitting here, you thinking about somebody saying, "Oh, okay, well, I wonder what he's gonna do today. How can he be better today? How can he? If you're in that mindset, I appreciate that. But most people not sitting up here thinking, "Oh, okay, yeah, well, what is Terrell doing today? What's his plans for the day? How can he be better? How can I help him get to this point of success, elevation?" That's a you thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I shouldn't care about what everybody else is thinking. I'm too busy trying to get myself together. When you woke up today, you made sure your kids and your woman and yourself, you made sure y'all were better. That's the same thing I had to do. Same thing you have to do. Everybody got to take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't value opinions like that. It's just like you're basically trying to tell me, oh, hey, no, you need to do better, and you got something going on in your life that you need to fix.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't even care about my parents' opinion.
I mean, they can't
And
live.
that's probably
They
like the
can't live
two
your life
people
for
whose
you.
opinion most people really care to get
Yeah.
from. And me, it's like I just don't care. You gonna say your piece regardless. So it's like
That's what I'm saying, bro. I blame
Yeah.
Tierra. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro. Yeah. Shout out to my sister Tierra, bro. I blame her for sure. That you know what I'm saying. She gonna see this and she gonna be mad, but I blame her.
She'll be alright, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
She'll be
always
okay.
alright.
Come on now. So let me ask y'all this: how did your community or culture affect who you were allowed to be when you were growing up? Not necessarily like who you knew you were going to be or anything like that, but do you feel like you were being forced in a certain direction by like your surrounding area, by people around you, and like your culture in general?
1000%, because I feel like you're always influenced by who you're surrounded by. And we've all been to the same high school, and all people from that same high school are all just want to be people from the streets. Some are people who done left the streets, came to the burbs, and you know what I'm saying? So some are really were, but a good 90% of the people that entered that school were a bunch of wannabes. And when you're in that environment, you think that's cool. You see your homies that are pants sagging, think they this, that, and the third. They get all the little hoes and shit, and now it's like, oh, maybe if I sag my shit a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I might get this shorty, or if I would do this with my hoodie or something, I might get this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you influence, and I can't even lie, I was influenced to a certain extent until it was something a little more serious happened to me on a serious note, and it was one of those like wake up calls. Like I was like, I'm really being influenced by some shit that I'm not really even like. I don't even like for real. I'm just trying to be cool.
Yeah.
You know, so I just feel like everyone is influenced in a way. And it's just how much you allow that influence to really get into your head and sink into your head. Type shit.
Culture wise, I would say I'm heavily influenced. So I got a lot of black influences that I look up to, like a whole lot of them. And I think since I was a kid, that kind of helped uplift me to the point of where I'm trying to get now.
Yeah.
And that helps me make the decisions that I want to make now. Like, as far as movies, I have a lot of influences, you know. Even outside of the film industry, you got athletes that you look up to. I look up to Russell Westbrook, not just in the basketball aspect, but the business aspect. You worth $500 million, but you started out playing basketball. But you expanded that. You created care centers. You created schools. You created
a why not movement.
You know, for little kids to go to college and do the things that they can't afford to do on their own. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. A lot of our culture has influenced a lot of things in my mindset. And I think that's why I keep the mindset of, hey, I want to do better and not stay limited to a certain industry or a certain spectacle of what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's from a culture standpoint, yeah. As far as growing up, I never really tried to follow that trend that was going on. A lot of people call me weird. I don't give a fuck, personally, because I'd rather be weird and I'd rather be myself, because I can never be an ass kisser.
Yeah.
I'm not a follower. I am the leader. I will never stand behind another man, because when you stand behind another man, that's how your ass end up in jail. That's how your ass end up in the grave. That's how you end up in places you don't want to be. Be a leader.
Yeah.
That's what I always consider myself. I got a son. My son's gonna be a leader. He's not gonna be a follower. And if he plans on being a follower, I'm gonna beat his ass until he's a leader.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
So,
Okay.
I know up his ass. Just grab him by the collar and just throw him in front and be
that's
like,
what I'm saying. I'm gonna hang him over the banister.
Nah.
Nah, I was saying.
I can't let you whoop on nephew.
But
let you
hanging
walk
over the banister is okay.
Nah, he gonna stop.
You know what
He
I'm
gonna
saying?
stop after that. You
I don't. Okay.
know what I'm saying? People gonna love this episode. They gonna love it. You know what I'm
The
saying?
authorities may be alerted after this episode.
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about it getting out of
I'm the
hand.
authorities, so it's cool.
Come on now.
For
That's
sure.
Speedy.
You feel me?
I feel that.
That's Speedy.
Okay, so we all had a whole bunch, whether it's unwritten or written or it was told to us, whatever. We all had some type of rules growing up as kids and everything. Have you ever noticed yourself or caught yourself trying to enforce a rule that hurt you previously when you was a kid, now that you're an adult? And you have to catch yourself and be like, whoa, am I acting like my parents? Am I acting like my grandpa,
Yes.
grandma?
Yes, and that definitely is the reason why I just stopped drinking, chat. Ooh, there's been a couple family members who I definitely remind myself of, or can become, if I let those drinking habits get a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I definitely had to. That's one thing I definitely just completely kind of. I don't even drink like that no more.
Like mellow out on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, on one of the last episodes, I was drinking some Taylor Port, but that was the one time. That was like a one-time thing since Thanksgiving, and God knows when the next time I'm gonna take some.
Okay.
I'm a celebratory drinker, I'll say, but even then, I'd rather celebratory eat.
Yeah, nah. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Real.
Now I would say, trying to channeling that anger, especially in my family, bro. Anger goes a very, very long way, and I've worked on myself a whole lot.
Drinking ain't help my anger either.
Yeah, because a few years ago, I would probably be in a position to where I wouldn't be able to have this mindset of, okay, walk away, just do what you got to do, better yourself, for yourself, your children, everybody around you. You know what I'm saying? So working on that has been very strong. I can't say that for everybody in my family. Anger really runs high. Really, really high. A lot of people with some unsaid hurt and anger that they just kept hidden in, and I just don't feel the same way about that. So I try to let it out in a different form. You know, I had conversations with myself, have conversations with God, different people, try to figure out ways to let it out rather than just, you know what I'm saying? So
I always low key shout out my anger management teacher from sophomore year. So without her, I don't know.
you had an anger management teacher?
Bro, I was an angry ass kid, 8th grade and freshman year. Like entering high school, they had Officer Green at the door. Like, yeah, we know about you. Me and Green was locked in from the jump, bro. Me and Green was locked in from the jump, and it was like, yeah, we know about you. We know you like to wander. We know you like to do stand the third. We know you not a troublemaker, but we just know that we gotta watch you. And when I do, I used to get into it with my teachers. And when I did, I used to say a lot of crazy shit. And like I said, I shout out to that specific anger management teacher. I kind of forgot her name. She probably got married again twice. She was a good looking teacher, so I'm not surprised that she done got married 2 times over or whatever. But
shout out to Green for keeping me out of trouble a lot, man. Honestly, bro.
Shout out to Green to just allow me to let people know I'm with him and I'm good. Kept me out of a lot of trouble.
I did a lot of crazy shit freshman and sophomore year.
Without my anger management teacher, I don't know how control I would. Who knows how long it would have took for me to really control my anger for real.
Yeah.
I never got in trouble at home though. I used to do crazy shit at school that you would think that they'll tell your parents for. No.
Yeah, see, I wish. I sneezed the wrong way and my ring. Fuck am I getting a phone call for because you sneezed a little too loud for? Oh man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. They used to call my peoples for anything, bro. I swear, I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, they had them peoples waiting for me when my freshman year at the door. Oh, damn, bro. I didn't even start no ruckus yet, and you already waiting for me. Y'all didn't give me the chance to start. Like, can I at least start? Type shit.
Okay, so what's a rule that you were given as a kid that you felt was highly flawed and that you would have really want to, like, you know, stop? You know, when you don't, sometimes you don't have a choice when you're a kid and it's your parents' stuff, you don't have a choice. But what's the rule that you felt like that was highly flawed that you want to step in and be like, nah, that's not right, or that don't make sense?
Lying. If I ever found a family member lying, like I got lied on a lot as a kid. By cousins, by cousins, by my own mama. Sometimes I really didn't like that. But you, of course, they don't want to be called out as liars. They want you to say, "Oh, well, you telling stories," or you can't really believe a kid because a kid to say anything. I really always hated that shit. That was just like, it was just like, all right, because that's the adult, you're gonna believe what the older cousin 100%. or what my mama would say. That's something that if I could have, I would have nipped that shit in the bud. Like, no, okay, we're gonna stop this.
Yeah.
Let's. Sometimes in life I'll be like, you know, if I had a camera around me 24/7, I'll be real fucking better off in life because I could disband a whole lot of shit that's being said or done to me.
But y'all know those commercials that they started having where like them couples to start asking for challenge plays.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one commercial where the husband left some at the crib and the wife was like, I got my flag, challenge to play, and the husband was in the wrong. Like, I need that so I can pull up the flag and be like, I got a couple flags. You sure you want me to pull it or just drop? Throw it if I have to type shit. So it's like, all right, go ahead, replay it. Oh, but I thought I was the kid and not to listen to the kid. But hey, challenge said something different. But you know what I'm saying. So I'm kind of with him on the line thing.
I be breaking the fourth wall. I break the fourth wall sometimes too, bro. You know, some crazy shit happen to you. You just look at that invisible camera, bro.
I look at the invisible camera for everything.
Yeah, that's how I cope with it sometimes. I'm like, ain't no way this shit just happened. It's cool. I'm ready for TV.
Perfect example. Last week, one of my coworkers did some of the most weirdest things to me. I look straight to the camera. I'm over here like, there's no fucking way. I just witnessed that, Chad. Like, that's just kind of like the way I cope with it. Like, it literally just happened to me.
Yeah.
I literally just did it a week ago. I probably just did it without knowing maybe an hour ago. Who knows?
Okay, so what's a rule that you were given by your parents that once you got older and you were able to break free from it and be like, oh, I don't have to abide by this no more, that you felt, I don't want to use the word free, but kind of less limited?
I ain't freed from shit.
Probably nothing.
I ain't freed from shit. I feel like I feel like it kind of just depends though. Like if you're me, the oldest child, and just not even the only oldest sibling, but the oldest grandchild, there's just a lot of rules you're never gonna be free from.
Yeah.
When
there's a lot of pressure on you.
Some people gonna look for you. Like, God forbid, when my parents gone, who y'all think my brother's gonna look towards? When certain aunties and uncles is gone, who y'all think my younger cousin gonna look to?
Yeah.
Cause you gotta take the heat really. Yeah. So it's just like I don't know. For me, growing up, I had to learn a lot of things on my own. A lot of things was just common sense. Like, all right, you either do this, you don't do this, but you know better from it, and so you instill that knowledge. Little brothers, little sisters, younger cousins, friends, other family members that's younger than you, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I never really. I ain't gonna say they never taught me nothing, but a lot of things was just self-important in me. It's just like, okay,
yeah.
I know if I do this, I'm gonna get my ass whooped for this. But if I do this way, that'll be a smarter way. It's easier to make life easier on everybody. Hey, let's do this.
Yeah.
I like that there's certain rules and shit like that I won't be able to be freed from. Because like I said, there's gonna be people that are gonna depend on me at a certain time. It is like, for me personally, when certain family members come to me with their problems, it kind of helps me escape from mine.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, all right, cool. I could kind of not worry about my shit for some time. I can go worry about somebody else and kind of be a leader, go give advice to somebody else that I wish somebody could give to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think
that's the beauty of it. Yeah. You're able to give advice.
And I've gotten real comfortable and real okay with that. At a point in time, I was kind of like, damn, bro, like, y'all leave me alone. But now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to happen regardless. And that's an unwritten rule that I had to kind of learn on my own.
Yeah.
Like, I can help people with almost anything in the world. You can call me about anything. But like people probably be like, okay, well, you help everybody, but you can't really have some of that same stuff to say for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a product of you taking care of everybody else.
Yeah.
All this
sometimes
time.
not can't like taking care of yourself or half-ass taking care of yourself.
Yeah. And so
that's what
now,
this year is for
now
me.
I think we all at the point now where it's just like, all right, we are older now, and it's getting to a point where we all have to take care of ourselves. So now we're just still learning and adapting to how we're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so this is a work in progress for everybody. So
Okay, so before we get up out of here and bring this episode to a close, you know I said rule like 1,000 times in this show. For the people at home, what's a rule you would give them to abide by in life that could possibly help them and uplift them?
follow your dreams. Do whatever you want to do in life. There's no limits. Continue to do it. Be scared. Be uncomfortable. Do everything that you got to do. I'm scared. I'm uncomfortable. I don't know what the next 2 years looks like, but I have to make it. I have to make it. I will make it. And I'm going to continue doing what I have to do, and I encourage everybody to continue doing what they have to do. By all means.
I'm going to add that and add on to why you chase your dreams. Fuck what other people think. Fuck what anybody says about the dream you're chasing. If that's something you want to do, go ahead and chase it. Because at the end of the day, if somebody got negative to say about it, they probably don't have the confidence to go chase after it.
And sometimes people's opinions will try to deter you away from what you need to be.
Yeah.
And that'll take you away from that $10 million contract that you probably looking for. That'll take you and your family where they need to be.
I always like to say, fuck those people.
God bless America.
God. Yeah. All right, man. So, dang, what was I finna say?
God bless Puerto Rico.
That too. That too. But we finna get out of here. We gonna see y'all next week on Therapeutic Talks. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and keep on watching us. Keep on listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts. We'll see y'all next week.